Hello and welcome back to another Ligue video where this time I'm discussing Matchday 29 games, 10 in total as always, and these games were played yesterday. I'm filming this now, but without further ado, let's get into these games, beginning with the one Friday game that was played between Marseille and Montpellier, and 1-1 there. A bit surprising result, you could say, although Montpellier, they really have been playing well before the international break, but Marseille disappointed to drop 3 points, and now they dropped 2 points, and now they are third because what happened later, 1-1 game there, and to be honest, I thought that maybe Montpellier could have scored even 2 or 3, so maybe Marseille, maybe they are even lucky to escape with a point here. Nordin started the goal scoring. It was a brilliant move. Kashri bringing up the ball, and Elia Wahi, who is really having quite a season for Montpellier. And he passed it to Nordin, who made the game 1-0. And after that, Montpellier had some chances. Marseille also had some chances. Gendouzi made the game 1-1 after the penalty. And 1-1 there. And second half, no goals. There were chances it could have been 2-1 to either team or 2-2, but ended up being 1-1, and surprising results maybe, but in the end disappointing for Marseille. Montpellier, they really are doing well though, so I don't think this is the worst loss or worst draw of the season for Marseille by any means. They haven't won that many games in last 10. Then Auxerre, they faced Troyes, 1-0 win there. The only goal scorer was Mbaye Niang, the Senegalese forward, and 73rd minute strike. That was the only goal and the winner here. Both teams had chances, but only one goal, and nothing really else to say. Auxerre, important win for them. The relegation battle is really heating up, and they now jump to 17th place, and real close to Strasbourg, who, let's just say that they lost some points here in this match day in that, interesting match between Monaco and Strasbourg, but I'll talk about that later in this review video. Then Lens, who now, as I said, Marseille dropped third. Lens are the team that jump ahead of them. Second place, 6 points behind PSG, and with how PSG is doing, you have to wonder, is Lens going to be the surprise winner of Ligue 1 this season, like that Lille was a couple seasons ago, seasons ago. So interested to see if Lens could keep this going. They beat Rennes, who really they won PSG, but other than that, they have had their rough times this season and lately as well. And 1-0 win. Who else but Loy Openda scored? Openda, really Belgian forward, 15 goals this season in Ligue 1. He is really having quite a campaign, and maybe he could hit 20 goals. There's certainly matches left, 9 in total. So 20 goals if he doesn't get injured or suspended or something. I could see that a possibility for Openda, and let's see if Lens could hold on to him, or maybe he moves to maybe even bigger club than Lens, to Premier League, or maybe one of the bigger clubs in top 5. Although Lens, they are making a statement that they could belong there in a couple of years at least. If they continue like this. And then the next game, Lille-Lorient, 3-1. It could have been more for Lille, but it ended up being 3-1. And Lorient, they really are struggling. And Lille, they now, if I'm not mistaken, they jump up to fifth place. And Kone was the only goal scorer for Lorient, substitute. That really didn't matter. And didn't help them that Abershel, their central defensive midfielder, got a red card. And that basically decided the game if you look at the scoring times, because Remy Cabella scored the first goal, But yeah, Sharkova, second and third goal of the season for him in Ligue 1. Beautiful goals, both of them, and yeah, that really decided the game. And Lille important points, and they are making their way up in the standing. Let's see where they could end up at the end of the season. If they continue like this, Champions League positions are certainly possibility for them. Then Clermont and Ajaccio faced, and important win for Clermont. They have had some struggles in their last two games, and 2-1 win here. And Eli Trissi was the only goal scorer for Ajaccio, whereas Clermont, as you can see here, the goal scorers were both from penalty spots, and the same player, Kuei, scored twice. And important win for Clermont, as I said. And as for Ajaccio, they really would have wanted at least 1 point here. And they got close, but let's see how that use of red card that probably affected their comeback here, and if that affects them later, I don't know. But Ajaccio loses important points. Clermont, maybe they get something going because of this win. Then Angers faced Nice, 1-1 game there. I'm not sure what Nice fans should really think, because Angers are by far the last team in the league, so Nice really would have wanted 3 points, even though it was an away game. But still, the only goal scorer for them was Terem Moffi, who's now up to 15 or I think it's 16 goals. The Nigerian is really making himself a name, and it really could be a huge summer for him if he moves to big club, or whether what he decides to do. Does he stay in Ligue 1, move abroad? I don't know. Nian scored later, 15th minute, and Angers get huge 1 point. At least if they are to survive, they need to start getting points now. And Nice going to be disappointed about this result. Then this was kind of expected, at least for me. Reims, who really they didn't enjoy that loss to Marseille last time they played in Ligue 1 before the international break. They have been doing great under Will Still as a coach. And against Nantes, who have struggled this year, 3-0 win isn't that surprising for me. Philippe scored twice, not that many seconds or minutes between the goals. And then also Munetsi scored to make the game 3-0. Comfortable win for Reims, and maybe this starts there. Maybe until end of the season they are also unbeaten. I don't know, but let's see if under Will Still they could continue doing great, even though that Marseille setback was not one that they were looking for. Then a 3-1 win for Stade Brestois against Toulouse, and interesting result here. Dalinga, who is really playing well, the forward for Toulouse, 11 goals so far in Ligue 1 this season, but that wasn't enough, because Brestois, 3 goal scorers, Mouni, Leduaron and Camara as well, 3-1, and Brestois really important points if they want to survive in Ligue 1. They are not that they are close to getting relegated, let's just say that. But Toulouse, Rouault, centre back, got a second yellow, and he will not be available next game. Let's see if that's going to be a huge blow for them. But important win for Brestois here. Then all the goals happened. 7-goal thriller between Monaco and Strasbourg. I saw this game at Parts, and I thought halftime, it was 1-2. Maybe Monaco are going to lose points. Not the case here, but what a way to win. It was really a thriller of the match, and not that many saves, or at least 7 goals. So defensive display could have been better by both of these teams. And the goal scoring started by Wanderson at 19th minute, then Mothiba and Maripan own goal, 2-1 to Strasbourg at half time, as I mentioned. And yeah, at that point I thought maybe Strasbourg could surprise and get 3 important points, or at least one. Yeah, it didn't really happen because, as you can see here, Monaco came back and came back quickly because second half Ben Sekir, Diop and Fofana scored in a quick fashion. Though Yusuf Fofana really isn't happy how the game ended because he got a second yellow card, and yeah, he's not going to be available in their next game. And yeah, Diallo scored. He's really having quite a good season for Strasbourg. 3rd minute of added time, that wasn't enough, and Strasbourg, yeah, what looked like they would get 3 points, they get none. So yeah, not great. Monaco, they still have their eyes in the Champions League spot, so yeah, in that regard, important win for them. Then PSG, what's going on with them? They lose to Lyon 1-0. The youngster Bradley Barcola with 4th goal of the Ligue 1 campaign. And yeah, he's really doing quite well. Lyon also had other chances. PSG had their chances as well. Mbappe a couple good chances there. Messi creating chances. But yeah, 2 games without a goal, 2 losses. Yeah, maybe Galtier is not going to survive until end of the season with how all the things have gone with Chelsea and Bayern and other big clubs. I really have some doubts about Galtier if things go badly, but yeah, at least they still lead the league with 6-point difference, but yeah, it was 10 points if I'm not mistaken, so yeah, they have to get it together, PSG. Let's see if they could do that. But yeah, Lyon, important win for them as they've struggled all season long. Yeah, they really needed this win badly, and they got it. But let me know your thoughts about this Ligue and Matchday 29 games in the comments down below. Were you surprised about these results? I was surprised by how many goals, and not just Monaco but Strasbourg scored in that Monaco-Strasbourg game. Lyon winning, bit of a surprise here at Parc des Princes. And yeah, Lens, they really continue to climb up the standings, and yeah, could they surprise and win Ligue 1? Let me know your thoughts about all these results in the comments, and hit the like and subscribe for more Ligue 1 and football content, and have a nice day.